Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. No breakfast life today. Oh, I am on vacation though. Wow, stretching. So this is actually more of a get ready with me live type of deal while I share my thoughts about what is happening in our girl world because the girl world is on fire. So let me see here. I'm looking for makeup. So I'm not at my house. I am currently on vacation somewhere and we're gonna be getting ready. I'm gonna go out, family member, and we're just gonna go do a little shopping. Hello, whoever's watching, how are you? Hopefully the audio was good. Drop a middle finger emoji. Drop a middle finger emoji. If the audio was good. Oh, goodness gracious. I only say that because, from what I learned, if there's two people in here and they're not saying anything, they're probably two haters. I mean, haters. Haters. That's what I'm. Not hatter, hater. Let me get some coffee. Oh, Jen B. Oh, hi, honey. How are you? Hey, Jen, do you watch anything from Girl World? Just wondering. I am very good. How are you doing, darling? It's so nice to see you. I got to sleep in today. I just woke up, and I know I definitely wanted to share my thoughts on what's going on with because I actually have an opinion that I haven't really seen other people saying. It's not like it's like an incredibly like profound opinion, but I mean I have some thoughts about what I've and I don't really think many people are gonna agree with me. However, it's my platform, I like to share my thoughts. So anyway, I'm gonna get into it, right? So we have this young lady. Her name is Cabela, and Cabela is was a Biza, I think pretending to be a Biza. And a Biza, what is a Biza? You may ask. A Biza is it is Beezer, and it is a person who is like a fan of Chantal or Foodie Booty. Foodie Beauty. Oh, I see, Jen. Well, then this is for you. Okay. Look, keep in mind these are my own opinions, and I definitely don't follow anybody else for having any opinion because the Lord knows people feel very strongly in regards to this lady and the current happenings in her world. So anyway, there's a girl named Isabella. Okay, that is one of the main characters in this little scandal. She and then the next character is going to be a man named Salah. Okay, and then we have Chantal. Salah is Chantal's husband. Okay, and Salah lives in Kuwait. He's a man from Kuwait. Okay, they met on the internet, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It is very hard to meet people in a safe manner these days. The internet sometimes can complicate that, as we're about to hear. But anyway, I don't shame her for meeting him on the internet. She's an internet personality. It makes sense to me that that's what she. Anyway, I digress. And then Chantal, who is Foodie Boot, Foodie Beauty. I always mess that up. The foodie part. Anyway, so Bella somehow Oh, I'm about to. Let me disconnect my Bluetooth because it's dying. One second. The audio without the Bluetooth. Excuse me. So, oh, you can Cabela. That is Kabella. Cabela. There you go. Yeah. She somehow finds her way into Salah's DMs, text messages, DMs, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure exactly what platform they were using to communicate. Some of it looks like Instagram, and then some of it looks like other things. So I'm not sure. I've seen a lot of screenshots. Anyway, there's a Twitter handle who posted all these screenshots. Whenever if any of my mods show up, I'll see if they're able to go look at the the Twitter handle that actually is ran by Cabela. Give me 1 second. I gotta do something. Oh my. I had to do something different with my nose ring. I'm trying to fix that right now. Oh, got it. So, oh, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna mute. I'll be right back. Let me see here. Just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right, I'm back. Sorry, excuse me. I need to check on something real quick. So, back to where we were. All right, so she finds her way into Salah's DMs, and they start having a very, very inappropriate conversation, especially for a married man. Jamie, hi, good morning. I don't know that I've ever seen you before. My name is Euphoria, and here I'm just talking, sharing my thoughts on what is currently happening with Foodie Beauty, because I have a different opinion than it seems a lot of other people do. What are you doing? And I'm also getting ready. I'm doing some makeup. Ooh, goodness. But and please forgive me if I'm a little moving slow mentally today. My littles were up a lot last night. One of them
is definitely cutting some teeth. It's been, woo, my goodness, it's been some. But the thing is, what they were saying to each other in these DMs, I mean, they're awful. Apparently, Salah has like a cat fetish, and I can't really go into exactly what that is, but it involves um, going number one and going number two on another person. Yeah, lots of that, lots of poo poo pee pee. I'm so sorry. I saw somebody last night in a chat with the username poo poo pee pee or pee pee poo poo. Oh, and my juvenile self thought that was so funny. People are so funny. Okay, so anyway, they're being very inappropriate with each other, right? And there's also a lot of grape fetish talk. That really threw me for a loop. I did not anticipate that. But anyway, this was not because this Kybella girl was interested in Salah. No, no. She's actually a part of the LGBTQIA++ community. And Salah is just not her type. So, man, they do the thing, right? And Kybella, of course, she outs him. She outs him. She actually takes every single screenshot and posts it on Twitter. And that's how Chantal found out. Salah knew that the girl was going to post it. So he let Chantal know he had been a dirty cheater. But he didn't actually go into any detail. No, he did not. She found out while she was on her live chat talking about how it was over between them because he's a dirty cheater and she's a dirty cheater because she cheated on Phoebe. It was a mess. I don't even know why she was focusing on. I don't know, maybe it was at that moment she finally realized how hurtful it was that she cheated on Phoebe. Who knows? But anyway, she finds out online the specifics of him asking Kybella to come over to Kuwait before Chantal could come back, and talking about how he doesn't have any money. So he can't buy her the flight. And he's talking, like, he's saying really awful things to this girl at the same time too. I'm not kidding. You can go on Twitter and look and hear the. I do too. I do too, Jen. You can look on Twitter and actually, or who else was playing? I don't know if any of the normal coverage channels who like kind of like Chantal is the like center of the universe as far as the content goes, have played any of these voice notes, but they're bad. They're really bad. Like he's talking about how he's gonna make her clean the bathroom with her tongue. I mean, it's really depraved shit. It's not. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's really disgusting. So, and Chantal finds out how bad it is uh, during her live. She's crying, everything. Now she's already deleted this live. Um, and I'm pretty sure she wrote a message for Salah's community post because of course he's like, I love you, I I don't ever want to hurt you, I don't ever want to cheat on you, blah blah blah. You know, the typical stuff that they say when they get caught. He doesn't mean it. I mean, that's just, if that's what he's into, I don't think he's going to be happy with Chantal because I don't think Chantal's into that kind of stuff. She's into a lot of stuff. I don't think she's into stuff like that. At least I hope not. Her health is not good enough to be into pee pee poo poo play. That's for damn sure. I would not recommend that. So she puts out another video talking about how she's going to take him back. And personally, I can't relate to that. However, it's not my business. You know, if she's going to take him back, she's going to take him back. There's no amount of like commentary, judgment, advice anybody on the internet could possibly give her. And I mean, realistically, I think that it's just a matter of pride for her at this point, because she does not want anybody, in her opinion, how she sees it, to win. And that if her and Salah don't make it, then they win. So, despite everyone, personally, to save, the matter of pride and due to her lack of self-worth, she's going to keep him. She's going to take him back, right? Terrible move. Terrible move. But here's where I kind of veer off from the crowd on this. There's been a lot of people who've been like openly applauding this Kybella girl, right? And I am so floored by that. Like, this person knowing daggone well that she's a lesbian, daggone well, either she's lesbian or bisexual. Last I saw, she had a girlfriend. Knowing daggone well she's not interested in Salah. She purposely inserted herself into this relationship and took things to that level. Does that remove Salah's responsibility? Absolutely not. He is an entire shit sandwich, and that is no pun intended. Okay, that does not remove his responsibility. However, people are so far removed from their like morals these days that they are literally applauding her, talking about this is the Christmas present girl world has deserved, and all kinds of like ridiculous things. I'm so perplexed by this. Like, why are you giving somebody who is actually a home wrecker, like she meets the definition of a home wrecker, the flowers? Why are we doing that? What is wrong with you? Like, you'll hate another human that much? I mean, let me tell you something. Chantal is not an angel by any stretch. Not by any stretch. Excuse me, I had to give some of my coffee. But she was really hurt. She, whether people want to believe they're together or not, really loves this man. You could tell by the live that she did how absolutely devastated she was. And regardless of what she's done in the past, I felt some sort of weight for her in that moment. I don't know. But I cannot understand why people are literally applauding this girl. She's trash. She is absolute trash to me to do something like that. Like, why did you do that? I don't know who brought in the like risque comments first, but I can tell you that what ended up happening was her end goal. That's the only reason she reached out to him, was to try to get this to happen, to purposely make an attempt to engage with another person's husband in a sexual manner. And I don't want to hear anything from anybody like, well, it's his responsibility. You know what? We all have a responsibility to ourselves and to others around us, to other people in the world, to not be heaping piles of garbage. Okay? And if that statement affects you in some manner, then why don't you look inward? If I make that statement and you get mad at me for saying we all have a responsibility to like be decent people, if you get mad about that, I can't help you. I cannot relate to you. This is not the place for you. Go to your community post, go make a short, go make a video, go make a live and complain about it there. I don't care. I do not care. Okay? It's a lot of responsibility to be a decent husband, to be a decent man, okay? To uphold his responsibilities as a husband, and he failed. Okay? Bella had a responsibility to not be in someone else's husband's messages, purposely steering a conversation towards something very inappropriate, and then also encouraging it. So she knew what she was doing. She did it purposely to hurt Chantal. People don't like Chantal, so they're excusing it. I haven't really seen anybody say, whoa, what the heck? What the heck is this? This is really messed up. Because they're so focused on how awful they perceive Chantal to be. And I will tell you, if you look at Chantal and she's the most, sounds like they are both a train wreck. All three people in this scenario are train wrecks, Jen. I lost my train of thought. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't expect many people to agree with me, nor do I care if people do or not. That doesn't mean that I'm not open to hearing other points of view. Hi, Casto. Good morning. Doesn't mean I'm not open to hearing other points of view. Like, I definitely believe everybody deserves their opinion. That doesn't mean that I'm going to agree with it, and that does not mean you're going to agree with mine. That's perfectly fine. I understand. There's a lot of people who don't feel the same way I do, especially with Chantal's sordid past. She's had a lot of scandal. She's made a lot of people mad. She's made a lot of people frustrated. Also, she's not in good health to be dealing with this kind of thing. And I wonder if she's gonna go back. So I'm talking about what's currently going on with Foodie Booty. Foodie Booty. Do you know her? Thank you, Jen. You also have a fantastic new year. I hope 2024 is amazing for you, ma'am. Casto, do you know who Foodie Booty is? Foodie Beauty. Chantal? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. She used to do mukbangs, but now they call her the hijab lady. Did you see what's happened to her recently? Her husband got caught cheating on her, but it's a lot more complicated than that. Why do doing eyebrows take so daggone long? Okay, so her husband got caught cheating on her. He got caught cheating, and I mean, and not just like cheating. So it was a technological affair. It could be a technology, either it was either through Instagram or like WhatsApp, one of those messenger type things. He got caught cheating on her, and excuse me, let me get some Q-tips. And it was really, really gross, disgusting behavior. Like there was a lot of pee-pee poo-poo talk, a lot of grape talk. Very, 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 like a lot of like dominating. He has some fetishes that are interesting, and There's been some times I've said on this channel that I'm not here to yuck your yum. I'm going to yuck that yum. I'm going to yuck that yum. Oh, I'm going to yuck all over that yum. I do find that to be disgusting because it's so unsanitary. And I mean, listen, Salah, you're dealing with a wife who is at huge risk for developing like chronic infections and whatnot. You can't be poo poo pee peeing on nobody, okay? But I don't know. But Casta, what I was saying was there's a lot of people covering this who have not really mentioned how absolutely vile and disgusting the lady was, knowing damn well, because she pretended to be a fan of Chantal, Foodie Booty, and Salah's. She pretended to be a fan of theirs, and then found her way into his DMs to have these conversations. And this lady is not interested in him whatsoever. Not that that would make it any better, but the thing is that she did it to purposely hurt another human. And I think that that is so disgusting. That is terrible to do to another person. You don't even care. The only object is like, it's like, even if your goal was to take someone else's husband and make them your husband, that is terrible. Shame on you. F you all the way to hell for that. Right? But when your only goal with the whole thing was just to embarrass, humiliate, and destroy a marriage, just to do it. Just for what? Cool points on the internet? I don't know. Yep, it was a cruel and mean thing for sport. Absolutely, Casto. And I don't really see people sharing my point of view on this, or at least I haven't seen anybody vocalizing it. We all pretty much seem to believe that Chantal, in some fashion, deserves. Sorry, I'm doing something to my face, so having a little trouble speaking and doing that at the same time. I just don't understand why people would think another human deserves that. And then people are going to come, hi, Viper. People will come in, because that's how they are. Like, if you say, I love pancakes, they're like, oh, so you hate waffles. You whore. But anyway, that's not the point. People will say, because I'm over here saying, listen, what Kybella did was really bad. Maybe people should acknowledge, like, how unhinged y'all are getting with stuff. They'll probably come in and be like, oh, so you condone animal abuse. Oh, so you condone lying on the internet. Oh, so you condone scamming and grifting. No, I don't. Shut up. That's how people work, right? No, I don't condone any of that stuff at all. Okay. I also don't condone purposely breaking up someone's marriage just to cause hurt. Because you need what? Internet cool points? I don't know. But I'm just really shocked that I haven't seen anybody really say anything about that. Casto and Viper, I am pretty sure once the new year hits, like I'm in the gym all the time, so this is not like a New Year's resolution thing, but everybody's schedule has been so like random this year. Oh, Casto, I'll get to that in a minute. Everybody's schedule has been so random this year. It's been hard for me to really incorporate one of the things I wanted to do. So I can't really go live in the evening. The evenings are always so busy for me. I typically will, I know after the new year, I'm going to have all 3 kids in the evening by myself, which isn't a big deal at all. Trust me, I love having them to myself. They're so much fun. But my 8-year-old, she's going to have homework, and, I teach her cursive, and we have extracurriculars. So, like, the weekday evenings are going to be a little hard. There's going to be times here and there where I can, maybe a little bit later, like around 9 p.m. But, and I don't expect anybody to, like, stay up late or anything or neglect themselves to be there. But what I do is, so I love going to the gym, and due to what's going on with my shoulder, I'm going to be a cardio bunny for a while. And I do the Stairmaster. So I was thinking maybe I would just go live while I was at the gym, because talking is a really good way while you're working out to, one, make sure you don't increase your heart rate higher than it needs to be, and also kind of exercise your respiratory tract as well, work and focus on your breathing. So I was thinking about going live. It'd be probably around maybe 10 or 11, 10:30, 10:45, 11 in the mornings, usually when I go to the gym. But I was thinking about doing that. And, who knows? Maybe maybe it will inspire some other people to get out there and start moving a little bit more as well. But I've been mulling around that idea for a while. We'll see how it works. Because your girl, I do the Stairmaster, and I do it hands free, so I can get the maximum impact. But it's okay if you use your hands too. As long as we're out there moving, getting that heart rate increased, getting that blood circulating, it's all good. I support it. Get out there, walk. Get out there, just do anything you can. I'm putting on foundation right now. Most days I don't miss having littles. Also getting ready for the kids to go back to school. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, Viper. Well, that works. You said during the day is when you are available. Oh, nice. Most days you don't miss having littles. Oh. So do you, Viper, do you know what's going on with Chantal? Have you been keeping up with it? I know it's the holidays. It's also the holidays. Oh my gosh. It's the holidays, and going through something like that in the public light is just, holy crap. I can't believe I've somehow found myself being a Chantal sympathizer. It is not really that I'm a sympathizer, actually. It's more that I'm a Kybella hater. Like, who freaking does that? What is wrong with her? Salah is irredeemable, so I don't even know why I would even give that man a second of my time. But did you know that Salah got caught cheating? Oh, Castle, that is so true. I am in a constant state of exhaustion, but I also have a lot of other things going on. I have long COVID. I don't have it as severe as other people, and I also have researched like many ways to treat it, and then actually taken it upon myself to do those things. I did see a lot of relief with that. However, it's just, well, I mean, I can just get right into it, because actually it is going to end up becoming a first line treatment for long COVID. But there's don't quote me, I cannot remember. It's not a hormone, but it's called NAD plus. NAD stands for something, some huge long thing, but NAD plus. What's it? Yes, Viper. Sorry, let me get back onto this here. So, Viper, there was a girl. Her name is Kybella. She was a pretend Biza, a fake Biza. She actually took it upon herself to take her butt to Salah's DMs, private messages, whatever you want to call it, for one reason only, to essentially steer him in a direction that is infidelity. And it worked because he is a dirty man. Not that all men are dirty, but in this instance, he's a dirty, disgusting human. So, and I've already said it once in this live, and or twice in this live. I'll say it again. The messages were really, really bad. Like, it was a lot of disgusting talk about like pee pee poo poo play and grape fetish, and abusive, dominating type of fetish stuff. And Chantal went live. Chantal did not know that this was how bad it was. Salah found out that this Kybella gal was going to out him. And so he, tried to get ahead of it, and he let Chantal know he cheated, by having these inappropriate conversations with Kybella. He did not tell her what those conversations entailed with Kybella. And he also sent nude pics of himself, and a lot of different types of corn to her as well. But gosh, so he did all of this, right? Well, she actually found out, and he even asked her to fly out to Kuwait. He said he's broke because he asked her to fly out to Kuwait, and Kybella said that she didn't have the money to do it. He said he didn't have the money to help her. So apparently he's broke. He thought that this girl was going to fly out to be his personal porta potty. But it's like one of the things that keeps me like kind of in a perpetual state of irritation with this whole thing is that so many people from Girl World are like openly applauding this Kybella chick for doing what she did. She didn't, and Vipa, it's like, it's bad if you're like interested in taking someone's husband because, you're a homewrecker, but it's a whole different thing when you are hopping into DMs and whatnot to purposely cause pain and the disillusion of a marriage just for fun, just because you want to. Like, where are we as a society? I don't know. I definitely want to hear other people's opinions because maybe I am missing something. I just don't get it. I really, really don't, guys. Like, why are we giving this girl her flowers? Like, why are we? Is it like? I know Chantal is like an entire shit sandwich. Don't get me wrong. I just don't understand why we're celebrating like that kind of torment. I don't know. I must be missing something somewhere along the way. I've watched Foodie Booty on and off for many years. I know that she's had, her scandals and whatnot. She did talk a lot about, and she deleted these lives, but there are definitely other channels out there like YouTube Underground, um, French Fried Girl, probably Garlic Bread, who have the videos of several people doing the screenshots. Seems like we're in an upside down world these days. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, still. Right. I'm trying to make sense of it all. Because the one thing is very true. Vipa, maybe, who knows? I know that the girl Kybella was like notorious in Girl World. A French Fried Girl doesn't like her. But definitely gave her props and accolades for doing what she did. I could not imagine. There's nobody in the world that would ever make me like lose my morals to that degree. So I can't relate, and I can't put myself in that state of mind to understand how something like this happens, like how we get to the point where we think that it's okay to just destroy a marriage for the sake of doing it. And like I've said it before, don't get me wrong, I know oh, you love Fred Girl. Um well, you'll definitely hear French Fry Girl did a lot of coverage on this. She was live a couple times yesterday providing coverage on this. I know that like it's Salah's responsibility to uphold the sanctity of his marriage, especially with their religion. That is, infidelity is a huge no. And I'm pretty sure he has to have Chantal's forgiveness in order to be able to stay right. But Chantal also made some interesting excuses for him because she went live a couple times yesterday. Right. Well, he waited until she left to do that. And he who knows that who knows if he did it before either. And I don't know necessarily that the marriage wasn't strong enough. So hear me out. Obviously, there's a weak chain in the marriage, and what it is Salah's fetishes and Chantal's inability to fulfill those fetishes. And I don't believe that. I mean, when you have fetishes that are that specific and come with health hazards and risk like that, you really need to make sure that you have a consenting partner. But he never told Chantal that he had um, pee pee poo poo fetishes. Um, and she's not in any position at all to be entertaining that. Chantal, if you ever watch this, for the love of God Almighty, do not allow that man to pee or poop on you, okay? Do not. You are a person with diabetes and is uncontrolled. Oh, hi, Steph. Hi, Steph. How are you, honey? Well, they don't have any money by, but I mean, it's in that screenshot. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the account on Twitter. Hold on. I will be right back. Let me mute and I will go find it so you can actually look at the screenshots. Now, please, trigger warning. These are very graphic screenshots, okay? Very graphic screenshots, very graphic screen recordings. So please, trigger warning. I will be right back, okay? Viper, if I send you the link to the Twitter handle, would you please grab that and post it in the chat? I'm going to send it to you via Discord, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was very unfruitful because Cabela actually deactivated the Twitter. But you can search Kaibella on Twitter, and there will be a whole bunch of stuff that does come up. And then there's also people have done the best to um, kind of catch all of the receipts and stuff and edit them in a way that can make them suitable. However, you'd have to look sooner rather than later because people's channels are getting struck for like inappropriate content on YouTube for this stuff. My hot take on this, I would love to hear your thoughts, is I don't understand why everybody is giving this Kybella woman her flowers. Okay? I absolutely think Salah is a total jerk face. But my mental's how bad. Oh my god, cringe! I'm like clenching my butt cheeks so hard because I cringed over that. I don't understand why people are giving this girl her flowers because she pretended to be a fan, inserted herself into this man's DMs. Okay, and I'm not excusing him. I've said this time and time again in this live. It's his responsibility to uphold the sanctity of his marriage. But us as humans, we also have a responsibility to be freaking decent people. And the only reason that she ever went to his DMs and ever started these types of conversations was to break up this marriage or this relationship. People say the marriage is fake. I don't care. They're in a relationship, whether they're married or not. Obviously, looking at how distraught Chantal was over everything, she loves him. Yes, because they hate Chantal. So that's where we're at. Chantal, not a great person, not an angel by any means. However, what the crap? This is like how crappy society has gotten, that we are literally giving accolades to people who are purposely home wrecking. And I think Chantal's just going to take him back, honestly. Her pride and self-hatred, self-loathing, lack of self-esteem is going to steer her right back there. Oh, Viper, I was not able to send the link. Kybella actually deactivated that Twitter account. So there's nothing, but if you search Kybella, Kaibella, on Twitter, you can see like remnants of where the account exists. Okay, Steph. So maybe I'm glad to know that I'm not like absolutely insane, because I haven't really been seeing anybody say, "What the heck is wrong with you, lady?" Like, you can hate somebody, but you, what are you doing? Like, it's bad enough whenever you insert yourself in a relationship because you want to take somebody's spouse, because you and this spouse are having like an extramarital affair. But it's a whole different beast to do it just to destroy something, just to hurt someone. And the worst part about it, Chantal did not find out how bad it was that he was asking her to come to Kuwait, that it was pee pee poo poo talk, that it was grape fetish, that it was abuse fetish, that there was a whole plethora of corn sent. I told you I was going to take your man and ruin your life. Yes, I did hear that. I did. And I am just like perplexed that people are literally, I mean, there should be some type of like psychologist studying this type of behavior. That's kind of actually why I ended up here. I'm not a psychologist at all. I'm just very intrigued by the relationships that people share with each other online versus how we act in the world that we move through, because they are not the same. She is going to take him back, but she already put a live out saying that she is going to take him back. She is going to work. Okay, listen. With all due respect to the amount of pain that she is in, okay, regardless of what she's done, I'm a little ashamed that I laughed at this, but she's going with the "we're going to stay together for the kids" thing because of the animals that they have in Kuwait. I and the thing is she's very uh in a very emotionally tumultuous place right now, so who knows if she's even aware of what she's saying. But I did laugh at that. She is taking him back as of the last update. But I will tell you, and Steph can Steph can tell you too, because it's been changing literally by the hour, it seems. That could very well change from the time we end this live to now. I just want her to just get off the internet for just a little bit, get away from all of this really upsetting stuff, and just sometimes I worry that she's going to take her life. That sometimes I do worry that people are going to push her to the point where she's going to take her life. And seeing the amount of distress she was in, and when she was live, I didn't get to finish the live. I had to go take care of the babies, and the 8-year-old. It was around dinner time when I realized this happened. I was so late to the game. So it was around that time. So I exited out of her live. When I came back to finish it after we put the babes down, it was gone. So I had to go to some of the commentary channels to see what happened. And yes, Casto. I'm honestly worried that she will go back to him. And when she's in that country, I'm worried because she is talking about her husband. That is illegal there. Yes, that I did talk about that stuff. I didn't get too in depth to it, but I surmised that the message that Salah put on his community post was something that was written for him, because I do believe he has to gain her forgiveness in order to not suffer some severe repercussions from this happening. And the proof is everywhere. So in I mean, listen, if this was reversed and it was Chantal who did this to Salah, she could be killed for that. Like, she could absolutely lose her life in a violent manner for that. So it's a very serious thing in their culture. Sorry, that got me distracted because I was like, oh yes, that's a very valid point. Oh my goodness gracious. So I'm glad to know that, listen, I understand that, typically if you're going to a creator's live, and I say creator, talking about myself with like little quotation marks, because I'm still learning and still working on trying to create, that maybe you share some similar thoughts. So maybe my thoughts are not necessarily a hot take, because, part of the reason why we are in these lives is because we like to talk about things with each other. But I will tell you, from everything I've seen, my opinion on this is not a well-received one. Steph's opinion on this is not a well-received one. Casto's opinion on this, not well-received. Viper, yours is not either. Yes! Okay, I'll be right up. Sorry, I'm getting ready. Hi, Terry. Terry, did you get caught up on all the drama? And yes, it is very, very scary. I need to slap some mascara on my face because I have to. Okay, so I thought it was going to be fancy for the new year and take out my little retainer nose ring that I have. I wear like a clear retainer for work. And I was going to wear a hoop because I was going to be out of work for a little bit, a little vacation time. So I was going to be fancy and wear my hoop. And I was washing my face last night, and I made dang sure that sucker was in my nose. I washed my face. I went to go fix my nose ring because I know that whenever you're washing your face, your nose ring gets moved around a little bit, and it was gone down the drain like within seconds. So now I'm going to go shopping and get a new one because I'm not at home to put in another retina or another nose ring. But I'm excited because that gives me opportunity for creativity. Casto, they do, but I think they have gotten a lot more violent and creative with how they are doing honor killings these days. Oh my gosh, Casto. You know, yes, I'm the hipster for sure. I did. Oh, sorry. I did for the immediate dramas. I still don't know any details about it, so I still have to watch more. Terry, one of the things that a lot of people keep coming back to is that before she went to Kuwait, Chantal had these kitty cats. One was named BBJ. The kitty cat's name is BBJ. I do not remember the other kitty cat's name. BBJ was an elderly cat and had a lot of health issues. And I'm going to keep it real. The health issues were most likely were related to neglect. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Um, that alone, right there, is people. People, when it comes to animals, they have no chill. Okay, they really do not. There's some people out here. You neglect an animal, you abuse the animal. You are dead to them, and I do get that. Animals are some of the most innocent, beautiful blessings we've ever had in the world. Not everybody is entitled to have a pet, but a lot of people sure think that they are. Okay, there's a lot of responsibility. Um, and when you have this pet, it's supposed to be for life. Have to go. Want to stop in and talk some tea. Thank you, Steph. It's so lovely to have you here. Thank you for coming and spending some time with me today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Very fulfilling day. And just attack it with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. I know you will. I know you'll kill it. But anyway, when you have an animal like that, it's supposed to be for life. You're not supposed to just rehome them all willy nilly and whatnot. Well, when Chantal decided she was going to marry Salah and move to Kuwait, she uh, was going to euthanize BBJ. BBJ still had plenty of years. As a matter of fact, BBJ is still alive and kicking. And Viper, who watches French Fight Girl, she knows very well that BBJ is alive and kicking. I know people that when they discovered the get shared parenting rights with the animals, oh yes, that is the people can share custody of their family pets. That is a true thing. I don't know if there's pet support out there, but I do know that like vet costs, all that stuff, they would have to split. But anyway, it's supposed to be for life. And when she decided she was going to go to Kuwait, she told people that she would rather euthanize BBJ than rehome BBJ. Now, that is a huge thing. And listen, I reserve the right to be wrong because I haven't refreshed myself on the girl world lore. But from what I understand, there are some people who saying Chantal was saying that from like a place of cruelty, and there are some people who thought that it was because BBJ was so old that she didn't want to like stress her out by rehoming her. Personally, if you thought that BBJ was so old and you thought that relocating her was going to be bad for her health and that she was literally like her days were numbered, I would have just stuck around. But let me tell you something. I am a cat person. I love my cat. I'll actually probably have a story time on what happened with my cat yesterday. Because let me tell you something. I realized yesterday that when it comes to my twins and my 8-year-old and my cat, like I think I love them all pretty similarly. Obviously, I do love my little babies more than my cat, but I got a very rude awakening yesterday on how much I truly, truly love my cat. And I thought I loved him a lot. And I tell you what, I was wrong. I love him so much more than just a lot. We had a kitten. Oh, let's see. We had a kitten a few months ago and was never planning on getting a cat, but he's a baby. Oh my gosh. Viper, would you please DM me some kitten pictures? Thank you. That is my only request of you as a mod today, because let me tell you something. I love baby animals. I love kittens. Yes, BBJ as an elderly cat, right? But BBJ has a lot of years. So the thing is like cats can live for so long, Terry. They really can. And listen, I honestly think because Viper does watch French Fried Girl, she might be able to give the other side of the coin on that. I personally can understand why, if you have an elderly animal, you wouldn't want to rehome them. But I also wouldn't get rid of them either. When my Ralphie is, in his final days, he's staying with me. Hopefully I'm still alive. Like, hopefully I'm still alive when he is at the end of his days. But he's not going anywhere, is my point. Viper, that is so good. Are you teaching? Are you using that as like teachable moments to show your 5-year-old like the kind ways? That's so nice that your kitty really wants to help him learn too. Ralph is so good with my twins. Um, now, granted, when my Evelyn, she is a very strong girl. She can literally like do an actual like chin up. It's very impressive. I'm pretty sure she gets that from me. Anyway, um, she's very strong, and so I have to really, really work with her. She's getting it though. Like, she's she doesn't. Evelyn doesn't have necessarily like the motor control yet, the fine motor control to pet, but she is trying. And if I encourage her to be gentle, she is. If she ever tries to grab a hold of Ralph's ears and no, she immediately lets go. So she's learning, and I'm so grateful to have a little kitty. Well, he's not little, that's for sure. Who loves my twins. Very much. Sorry, I'm putting mascara on. That's why I'm like, this is why I could never be like a beauty YouTuber, because I can't talk and do my makeup at the same time. It's very, very impressive that people can do that. Terry, do you like animals? Oh, I see that. Oh, I get that. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Terry. I should have looked at my chat before I asked you. Dogs are your thing. What kind of dog do you have, Terry? Dogs are not my thing, but that doesn't mean I don't love our dogs. I prefer the company of a cat, but I do love doggies. He's no longer a baby. He's 6 months old now. I'm fully grown, for the vet said. He still has baby teeth, but I've seen some pics. Do you have any pics from when he was a kitten? Like, he's an all black one. Did he ever look like Toothless from, was it How to Tame Your Dragon? Oh, Shadow Box. Oh, I love that. Oh, Terry, I'm going to keep it real. Maybe I'm not familiar with what a Boston. Does a Boston Terrier kind of look like a little mini boxer? And I love boxers. They have such a fun, goofy, just fun loving personality. I don't think I've ever met a boxer that was a jerk. Yeah, I don't wear anything really heavy in my pictures or in real life actually. I actually have some really good products that I'd love to recommend for people. Like, I'm definitely one of those multi-purpose type of makeup things. Like, one of the things that I like to use is this. It's from de Fil, Rich, Ritual de Fil, and it's called Eros. It's Inner Glow Cream Pigment, and it's like a perfect contour shade. It has a little bit of warmth to it, just a little bit. Um, but like for contour and stuff, I always look for something that's cool toned. But with my red hair now, I can pull off a little bit more warmer toned, and it's perfect. Like you use it for contour, and you can use it for your eyeshadow, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's not tacky, like it's cream, but okay, yes, Terry, I do know that what that is. Oh, but it's a cream in a pan. And it's a pretty good size pan. It's like how many? Oh, let me see. What's the measurement on it? 0.13 ounces, 3.8 grams. Um, Made in the USA. Love that. And it's beautiful. I love it, and it makes doing your makeup so much easier, especially if you're like me. Like, I do not have a whole lot of time to dedicate to any type of beauty routine, like at all. So things like the overnight blowout and like multi-purpose beauty uh, tools and stuff like that have really become my thing. Terry, yes, I do know what French Bulldog is. So, okay, good. Because I was about to do some Boston Terrier slander because I was thinking, what's that one Jack Russell Terrier? I've never met a nice one of those. Don't like them. Do not like them. And I'm going to tell you something. I like all dogs. I really do. Definitely not like the type that would have a whole bunch of dogs to own. I have 2 dogs now. They're wonderful animals. Um, they're so in love with the babies too. It's really beautiful. But I met a Boston Terrier at a dog park, and his owner was at the other side of the dog park throwing the ball for him. He was having such a great time, but he was on this like super super long leash, because this was back whenever I lived in San Diego, right? And we're at this like everywhere in San Diego is pretty dog friendly, to be quite honest. So we were at this dog park, and his ball went just out of reach of his leash. And so I grabbed it up for him, and he was wagging his tail. He was so excited. And I went to give it to him, and the little sunshine bit me. I didn't say nothing to the owner because I was like, you know what? You know you do not like Jack Russell Terriers. You know that's what they do. They're bratty. Sorry, I don't want to offend anybody with any Jack Russell slander. Oh goodness. But yeah, there's some people who really don't like Chihuahuas, really don't like small dogs, things like that. Personally, I love French Bulldogs and Pugs and Bulldogs, but I think that like the way that everything has panned out as far as like breeding them is really kind of become a little unethical. Not a little. It's become pretty unethical. Just my opinion on the mama, because I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. The bulldogs, the French bulldogs, and the regular English bulldogs. Not sure about the standard bulldog. The puppies all have to be born cesarean. I'm older. Only my concealer, powder, mascara, and eyeliner. Oh, so color in my eyebrows. I don't have much because. Oh, Viper. I have a little hack for you. So, I tint my eyebrows at home. I started doing this I used to have a job when I was in San Diego, and I just did not have time for anything. But I still wanted to look presentable, so I started tinting my eyebrows at home with the Just for Men beard and mustache dye, because it's safe to be around the face, and if you do that, it will last you at least 3 weeks, and it saves you so much time. Ugh. Oh, it's been a godsend doing it that way. I have got some very large hair right now. Hold on, let me turn my cam on. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I just took out my silk rollers. These right here. This is what I use for my overnight blowout. And my hair is very large. I've got to do something with this. I can't go out like this. Oh. Okay. Oof. I love doing the overnight blowout. By the way, it's so friendly. Like, it just takes a little bit of finessing once you take it out, but it is so worth it. I recommend everybody, even Casto, go get you some of those satin silk rollers, honey. Throw them in your hair at night. Do the overnight blowout, Casto. Let me know how it goes, okay, baby? Oh yeah, I know. Casto. Oh, oh my gosh. I can't wait for somebody to grab that and be like, oh my gosh, look at her ugly skeleton face in a messed up hair. Who does she think she is having hair like that? The audacity of her having hair like that. Who does she think she is? Some 80s mom? You know how like trends always come back? Does anybody remember the poof bang from the 90s? Did you remember the poof bang? I hope that's a trend that never comes back. Oh, hopefully that is a trend that never ever comes back. Yeah, it is. Oh, Castle. Yeah. Well, that's fine, Terry. If they're bothering me, they're leaving someone else alone. Actually, that's a lie. They never actually bother me. There's nothing you can tell me about myself. I know the truth. Let me tell you something. You have two babies, born 2 months premature, and they end up in the NICU. And one comes home while the other has to stay because twins rarely ever leave alone or leave together. And you manage to pump and deliver milk every day and see both of your babies and take care of them. And then you bring home your other baby on oxygen and a feeding tube and all kinds of equipment, and you nurse that baby back to health. You can't tell me I'm a bad mama. You can't tell me anything about me. My girls, they are growing and thriving, happy, healthy, well-rounded, loved so much. There's nothing you could tell me. You're wasting your breath. Half of you don't even have any rhyme or reason to be making any comments about anybody's parenting. Because I can tell you what, I I have never ever pulled some of the stunts at some of these people who like to commentate on my parenting, nor ever would I. Because I am better than that. And yes, I am saying I'm better than them. Because I know that I am. Because I know that I am. Terry, did you? I don't think I saw you at that live. I actually did have triplets. And in the first trimester, one of them passed away. And I was able to carry on the pregnancy. And it's a very complex, emotional thing because you're so happy that you still have your babies, and you're not really sure how to process that you lost a baby, but you're pregnant still. It's very complicated to have a miscarriage and still remain pregnant. But yet, Terry, it was the live where I was talking about my miscarriage and talking about nearly dying a couple times during my pregnancy that people watched, the pin watched, and the only thing that they took away from that was that I used a playpen to keep my baby safe while I cooked bacon and eggs in the kitchen. A playpen that is 5 by 7, 5 feet by 7 feet, not a pack and play, because I'm a responsible parent. And then freaking Jughead, she just like makes up lies. It's so odd. She just made up that I shut the door on my twins. I don't have any doors downstairs because she is so ignorant to being a parent that she assumes because a baby stopped crying or because babies stopped crying. Newsflash, babies cry. I don't know. I guess she didn't know that. Babies cry, especially mine do right now because of teething. Babies cry, and you know what? When you meet their needs, they stop crying. How crazy is that? But I wouldn't expect somebody that would never have another human touch her to scratch her to know anything about that. So that's my piece on it. Oh, I'm feeling some sort of way today. Okay, guys. So, oh, I know. But you know what, Terry? There's nothing any of them that could say, any of them could say about you that can determine who you are. Because everything that I've seen of you, you're supportive, and you really do try to be kind to people and loving to them. And I really love that about you. Thank you, Casto. I did have a really good time. Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much. It's that's my second baby that I've ever lost. Um, and I will tell you, it was definitely a trip whenever I went for my follow-up ultrasound, and they were like, "Oh, there's baby A and there's baby B." And unfortunately, we can't confirm that you did lose, one of your babies. Uh, I was floored. I'm not a very big person. I'm only like 61 inches tall, and at the time I was like 121 pounds. I'm 126 now, but I was 121 pounds whenever I got pregnant. And there's not a whole lot of room. Not a whole lot of room. As a matter of fact, one of my twins is in physical therapy every week because I did not have much room in my body. And my Evelyn sat right on top of Astrid, and they thought that she had a club foot, but actually it was where she was pushed up against my pelvis. But she's doing amazing. Physical therapy has done wonders for her, and I would love to talk about the physical therapists that I have met because I'm pretty sure if there are angels on earth, they're physical therapists for children. I'm pretty sure. But at least the ones that I have met, the occupational therapist, the speech therapist, the physical therapist, that they started working with a team when they were in the NICU. They were just so, oh my gosh, they would just speak life into me, and they were just so good with my twins. Ugh, Terry, you don't even have to try. I think that is just who you are. I really do. Oh, you see the gate. I did have I did have these swings that go around the ledge of the frame of the door, but one of the babies has gotten so big I would not be able to put both of them in that door frame. It would be very funny. They would be just ping-ponging all over the place. But you know what? They would still cry because they want to be with me and they want to be seeing what I'm doing in the kitchen and stuff. So they would still cry and whine because they're curious little things like that. But I'm just not going to have them in the kitchen. I'm going to put them somewhere where they can play safely and I can hear them and freely move about. They're not restricted. I don't trust the pack and plays unless they were like literally like right, like it maybe in the kitchen. I don't know. I have a lot of anxiety about my children. But anyway, I do have to go. I've got some shopping to do. Got to replace this nose ring. God, Terry. Terry, that breaks my heart so much, honey. I just wish I could hug you and kiss your cheeks. I'm so sorry that I have to end on that note. I do have people who are waiting for me. Um, Maybe one day, if you guys are feeling comfortable, we can. Terry, you can always message me too if you ever need someone to talk to. Casto, thank you so much for extending your prayers. If you spend any time with me today, thank you. All of the time that we have has already been measured, and I'm so blessed that you would spend some of that time with me. Um, it's always such a pleasure to spend time with Casto and Viper and Terry. You are welcome here anytime at all. Okay? Um, I would be keeping Chantal in my prayers as well. Just be strong, girl. Be strong and Listen, we're not going to be praising no homewreckers over here, okay? And Salah, you can go fuck yourself. All right. Goodbye. God bless. I know it's ironic that I would say something like that about Salah and then finish off with God bless, but God don't like ugly. You have a great day, Terry, too. Bye, Casto. Bye, Viper.